Brett, let's move on to the NBA, where I want to talk about a back-to-back where the New York Knicks looked like something worth talking about. This season has been different, a little bit better than expected for Knicks fans, and the beginning of a back-to-back against Washington Wizards, the Knicks come out and win 131 to 113 behind a dominant performance by Julius Randle, but really everyone got in on the party and had a great night. I expect they're going to carry that into another game against the Wizards because the Wizards have not been very strong recently. They're only 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're lost 2 straight. So Knicks minus 2.5 or minus 3.5, excuse me. I'm going to take it because it really doesn't seem like too big of a spread after just winning by 18.
Yeah, fair enough, Higgins. I mean, if you look at these two teams, they're both carried by their, all-stars, Bradley Beal and Julius Randle. Obviously, Russell Westbrook and RJ Barrett are the second engines on these squads. And then it's like, we'll see what we get from the rest. So, pretty even matchups. The Knicks have played better offensively and defensively. So why not favor the team that's been able to put it together on more nights than the other team?
And both times these two teams have faced off, it resulted in the Knicks winning by 18. So maybe throw something in at a margin. Maybe throw in a little half unit, quarter unit in on a margin bet like that. I mean, both wins by 18. Small sample size of only 2 games, obviously, but still.
Right. Yeah, no, that would be interesting to keep your eye on for sure. Maybe just alternate spread and take the Knicks as 8-point favorites instead of 3 if you want to get crazy, but I'd just be happy taking the Knicks at minus 3.5, minus 105 like you got them, Higgins. I'd be cool with that and,
I agree.
and
I
call it a
agree. I'm
night.
staying with what I got. I already called 1 audible in this podcast. I'm not calling 2.
There you go. That's a good call. But I'm also on an NBA game on Thursday night, Higgins. The Sixers Lakers should have been a big game. Unfortunately, no Embiid, no LeBron, no AD. Philadelphia minus 4.5 on the road. Actually, a little extra juice on the minus 4.5, Higgins. I got him at minus 115, it looks like. So that's a little tough to eat, but I think Philly's going to win this game. LA is going to go through a little bit of a tough stretch here with no LeBron and no AD on the court. I also think they might make a trade on Thursday, so that could affect their roster that is available Thursday night as well. Philly might make a trade, but it's not going to be Tobias Harris. It's not going to be Ben Simmons. So as long as those guys are on the court, I feel okay about that minus 4.5.
Yeah, both of these teams have been in the rumor mill as potential contenders for Kyle Lowry. Is that the destination for him? I'm not sure. Lakers may take on a player like Kyle Lowry, though, considering LeBron's injury and everything. They might want that little bit of extra spark. Not a bad pick at the minus 4.5. I decided to stay away from that game, though, because the injuries are a little too much for me to deal with.
Yeah, I'm not sure where Kyle Lowry's gonna end up. The player I think is gonna go to LA, whether it be via trade or he's waived by Cleveland and then eventually signs with the Lakers is Andre Drummond. I think that's a guy that will really complete the Lakers three-headed monster. Just adding a 2010 guy next to a 2010 guy next to LeBron James is pretty formidable front court there in LA if that were to happen. So Andre Drummond's the guy I'm looking to end up with the Lakers, but Kyle Lowry could. I think the team that would probably benefit most from Kyle Lowry would be the Clippers. Do they have the assets to get Kyle Lowry? I'm unsure, but they would be the one that could use a veteran point guard like him.
LeBron, AD, and AD squared? Is that what that would be, actually?
I don't know if anyone
Try
ever
getting a
called him
rebound
that.
against those 3.
Yeah, that would be
That's one
tough.
way to fight a Nets trio in a potential NBA final, I guess, is okay, KD, James Harden, Kyrie, you guys shoot all you want, but you're not getting any second chances. We're just collecting all the rebounds. we're also
Yeah,
getting all of our second chances.
yeah, it would be interesting to watch for sure. Obviously the Nets would try and make it as difficult as possible for Drummond to be on the floor. Maybe play KD at the five. But if Drummond is dominating on the other end, it's tough to take him out. So we'll see what happens. The trade deadline is going to be a lot of fun to watch on Thursday.
Absolutely will. Lots of action, lots of action.